In the main introduction to Old School video, I touched on Old School's 23 skills, giving a little bit of insight into what each skill is for. In this video, I'd like to take that a step further, giving you a brief introduction to each of the non-combat skills, and giving you basic pointers on how to start out. For information on getting started with the combat skills, please see the combat introduction video. Let's start things off with the free-to-play skills. 15 of Old School's 23 skills are available in free-to-play. The combat skills, attack, strength, defense, hit points, ranged, magic, and prayer, which will not be covered in this video, and the non-combat skills, mining, smithing, fishing, cooking, firemaking, woodcutting, crafting, and runecrafting. The mining skill allows you to extract useful ores from rocks all around the game. This is done using a pickaxe. There are many mines around the free-to-play world. This includes 2 south of Varrock, 1 in Alcarid, 1 in Lumbridge Swamp, and the Dwarven Mine in Falador. When starting off with mining, you should mine copper and tin. You should continue to mine copper and tin all the way to level 15, at which point you can start mining iron. Alternatively, Doric's quest can be completed for 1300 mining experience and is a great way to get started with the skill. The smithing skill takes those ores from mining, turns them into metal bars, and then turns those metal bars into usable weapons, armor, and tools. Bars can be created by using ores on a furnace. Furnaces can be found in Falador, Lumbridge, and many other towns throughout the game. Bars can be smithed into weapons, armor, and tools at anvils. You also need a hammer to smith bars, which can be purchased at any general store. The Western Varrock anvil is very close to a bank, making it a great spot to train. When starting off with smithing, the best strategy is to complete the Knight's Sword quest. If completed at level 1 smithing, the experience reward will take you straight to level 29. The fishing skill allows you to catch fish. This can be done at fishing spots found around the game. Depending on the type of fishing spot, you will be able to catch different fish, and you may require different fishing equipment. Net fishing requires a small fishing net, bait fishing requires a fishing rod and bait, fly fishing requires a fly fishing rod and feathers. All of these tools can be purchased from the fishing store found in Port Sarim. To start off with fishing, you'll want to catch some shrimp. This can be done with a small fishing net in either Draenor Village or Lumbridge Swamp. Once you reach level 5 fishing, you can start using a fishing rod and bait to catch sardines, and this can be done in the same locations. After reaching level 20, you can start fly fishing to catch trout. The cooking skill allows you to turn raw meat and other ingredients into edible food. This is done on fires or on ranges found all around the game. The most basic form of cooking is to cook raw meat. To start off training cooking, you might want to go to the Lumbridge cow and chicken pens just to pick up the raw meat you find there. Alternatively, you can buy raw meat from other players via the Grand Exchange. The firemaking skill is used to make fires using logs. There really isn't that much to the skill beyond that until you reach level 50, after which members can take on the Wintertodt, a skilling boss which you defeat using firemaking. Fires can be created by using a tinderbox on logs, and that's about all there is to it. The woodcutting skill involves chopping down trees and collecting logs. To chop down trees and train woodcutting, you must first have a hatchet. You get one of these straight off Tutorial Island, and you can buy better hatchets from Bob's store in Lumbridge. To start off with woodcutting, you should chop down standard trees. These are found everywhere all across the game. Once you reach level 15 woodcutting, you can start chopping down oak trees. The crafting skill allows you to take various resources and turn them into useful items. There are many methods used to train crafting from a low level. Perhaps the most popular to start off with is creating leather items. To do this, you'll need a needle and thread. You also need leather, which can be created by taking cowhides to the tanning shop in Alcarid. Another quick method for training crafting at low levels is creating jewelry. At level 5 crafting, you can create gold rings. To do this, all you need to do is take gold bars and a ring mold to a furnace. The runecrafting skill allows you to take rune essence to various rune altars around the game and turn the essence into runes, which are used to cast spells with magic. In order to train runecrafting, you must first complete the Rune Mysteries quest. This quest can be started by talking to Aubrey in the Varrock rune shop. After completing the quest, you can start to train runecrafting. To do this, you will need 2 things: a talisman or a tiara, and rune essence. Talismans and tiaras allow you to access a rune altar through ruins found around the game. You will need the correct talisman or tiara to access a particular altar. For example, you would need an air talisman to access the air altar where you make air runes. Training runecrafting is as simple as running from the bank to the altar, creating runes from essence. And that's all for the free-to-play skills, so let's move on to the members skills. The members skills include agility, herblore, thieving, fletching, slayer, farming, construction, and hunter. The agility skill allows you to navigate the world using various shortcuts. The skill is trained at agility courses which contain obstacles you have to overcome. Completing a lap of an agility course gives you a lump sum of experience. To start training agility, you need to head to the Gnome Stronghold. Here you can find the Gnome Agility course. The HERBLORE skill allows you to clean herbs and create potions. To train HERBLORE, you must complete the Druidic Ritual quest. After completing the quest, you'll be level 3 HERBLORE. You can start training by creating attack potions. These require Eyes of Newt, Guam leaves, and vials of water. As you level up the skill, you'll unlock new potions which offer better experience. You can see the required ingredients for these by checking the in-game skill guide. The thieving skill is used to steal items from NPCs. No items are required to train thieving, you simply need to find an NPC which can be pickpocketed and do it repeatedly. A good place to start is men and women who can be found all over the game. Once you reach level 5 thieving, you may want to head to Ardoin. Here you can thieve from cake stalls for faster experience per hour, and once you reach level 20, you can start thieving from silk stalls for again improved experience per hour. The fletching skill is used to create bows, crossbows, and ranged ammunition. Starting out with fletching is fast and simple. All you need is a knife and logs. From level 1, you should use your knife on logs to create arrow shafts. Once you reach level 5, create short bows, and once you reach level 10, create longbows. The Slayer skill allows you to kill unique Slayer monsters across the game. The skill is trained by completing Slayer assignments given to you by Slayer Masters. These assignments ask you to kill a certain number of a specific monster. Each monster you kill on a task earns you Slayer experience. The farming skill allows you to plant seeds and harvest the crops. A few basic tools are needed to do this: a rake, spade, and seed dipper. Additional tools may also be needed for different types of crops. You are also going to need seeds, which can be purchased from other players. Different seeds can be planted in different types of plot, and they take different periods of time to finish growing. Once you have your tools and your seeds, head to one of the many farming patches around the game. These can be found south of Falador, in Catherby, north of Ardoin, and in many other locations. After raking the weeds from a patch, plant your seeds and optionally water them. Now all you need to do is wait. Once the appropriate amount of time has passed, you can return to your crops to hopefully harvest them, or clear out the patch if they happen to die. The construction skill is used to create your very own house. Your house can provide you with a huge amount of useful tools, like permanent portals to towns across the world, an altar to recharge your prayer, and much, much more. Training construction can cost a lot of money, but creating a good house is a very valuable investment, and they pay for themselves very quickly. To start construction, you must first buy a house. You can do this by talking to an estate agent. They can be found in Varrock, Falador, Sears Village, Ardoin, and Corrend. Construction is trained by creating objects in your house. The items required to do this varies depending on what you're trying to create. For information on what you are able to create and what items are needed to do so, check out the in-game skill guide. And the final skill, Hunter. Hunter is used to place traps and catch creatures. You train Hunter by doing just that, placing traps and catching creatures. And to start out, you'll be placing bird snares and capturing birds. Hunter starts out very slowly as a skill, and it can take a little while to get through those first few levels. However, once you unlock some higher level creatures, the experience rates jump up quite a bit, and so can the money you make from the skill. And that is all for this video. Remember, if you are lost and unsure about how to train a skill, there are players all around you who can help out. Alternatively, you can use the Old School Wiki, a player-run website which contains all of the information you could possibly need about the game. You can find the wiki at os.rs.wiki. And that is where we're going to finish off this video. Remember, Old School RuneScape is now available on mobile. Check out the link in the description to download it free on iOS or Android. If you're interested in more brief introductions to the various aspects of Old School RuneScape, check out the videos linked on screen and in the description. Thank you all for watching, and good luck with your Old School adventure.